Let this circle represent $1 million. This is what $10 million would look like. This is what $100 million would look like. And this is what $1 billion would look like. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, has a net worth of 117 times this number. And then there is you. You are probably working a job right now, one that you got from the degree you studied for in college. You probably do not have much in savings. Your living expenses seem ridiculously high. You feel like you are not paid enough. You have credit card debt that needs to be dealt with. Maybe you are still studying, hoping your degree leads to a well-paying job. You probably have no savings at all, just a pesky student loan hanging over your head. Wealth, getting rich. That all seems like a distant dream. How did they do it, you ask yourself? You see all those millionaires and billionaires out there, especially the ones who got there at such a young age. It baffles you. It makes you angry. They got lucky. They were born into wealth. They cheated their way to that money. That does not make them honest. They are corrupt. And you are just unlucky. Those dreams you had of buying that mansion, your favorite sports car, paying off your mortgage, traveling the world, they will forever remain that way. Just dreams. Nothing more, nothing less. You come to the harsh realization it is a rigged game. It has been a rigged game from the start, and you are on the losing side of it. But what if I told you that you were wrong? What if there was a way of getting there? An actual equation to wealth, a science behind the way money works. What if you did not have to abandon those dreams of paying off your mortgage or traveling around the world? Would you call me a liar for saying so? I promise that I am not. And by the end of this video, you will understand there is a side to the coin that you are not being shown. But I warn you, the road is tough. It is filled with struggle. It is filled with ups and downs. It will require swallowing some difficult truths that the school system and society have not told you yet. And let me be clear, there are many of you who will not make it to the end of this road. But for those of you that do, at the end of that road lies wealth beyond what you thought you could attain. At the end of that road lies the freedom of never having to worry about money again. So, are you with me? Still with me? Then let us not waste any more time. If you are finding this valuable so far, follow this channel right now. There's a lot more where this came from. What do you really think about money? Is this something you work for? Is it earned or is it inherited? Is it the root cause of all evil? Are you desperate to have more of it? Have you been chasing it most of your life? The truth is, most of what you think about money has been shaped by your upbringing and your environment. If you were born into a family that did not have much money, you are more likely to believe you will not grow up to have much either. Or perhaps you went to the complete opposite extreme and decided to make as much money as possible so you would never be in that position again. The fact that your school never taught you much about this subject does not help. And because of this, most of you are going to carry false beliefs about money that will not serve you on this journey. Now, stick with me here, because we are going to have to change the way you have been seeing money your whole life. Hollywood has always had a habit of depicting wealthy people as evil, backstabbing, entitled, or corrupt. Question is, have you bought into that stereotype? A recent report released by WealthX showed that among the world's ultra-wealthy, those with a net worth of 30 million or more, 68% were self-made. And nearly every other study backs up this conclusion. Warren Buffett, self-made billionaire. Howard Schultz, born in poverty. Oprah Winfrey, born in poverty. Jeff Bezos, self-made billionaire. Elon Musk, self-made billionaire. Sarah Blakely, self-made billionaire. What is it that these people know that you do not? The truth is, your equation is all wrong. Here is the two-dimensional equation that you have been taught. Money equals salary earned from a job. Past a certain point, getting a job becomes the sole purpose of your education. So, what is wrong with that, you ask? I am going to assume that if you are watching this, you want to make money. A lot of it. And in as short a time as possible. If that is your goal, then this equation for generating money will never get you there. We all have a precious resource, the most important resource any of us will ever have. And once it is gone, there is no way of getting it back. That resource is time. In a standard job, the amount of money you earn is tied directly to the amount of time you put in. If you earned $20 an hour and worked 40 hours a week, it would take you nearly 24 years to reach a total of $1 million. And that is without subtracting any taxes or any expenses you will have over 24 years. Let us not forget that inflation would make your $1 million less valuable over time. The reality is that on a salary of $20 an hour, you can only really become a millionaire at an old age by living extremely frugally. And most of that precious resource called time will have slipped right through your fingers. You traded all that time for money. And it was not even a substantial amount. Before we go further, drop a comment below and tell me, what is the biggest financial challenge you are facing right now? I read every single one. So again, you ask yourself, how is it that there are self-made millionaires and billionaires at such young ages? What makes them so different? The truth is, they have a better equation than you. They have a way of understanding money that you have not quite grasped yet. Pay very close attention now. Stop chasing money. In a capitalist society, the rules of the game are as follows. You are paid in proportion to the perceived value that you provide. And the people who perceive your value are the market, the consumers of the economy. The market is you, your friends, your family, your neighbors, your country. People complain that football players are overpaid. But for players to be paid millions, there has to be a market for the sport in the first place. People have to see value in it before they will spend money on matches and merchandise. And if the market has high demand for football, guess what happens to the players at the top of their game? They get paid generously for it. It is not about how hard you work. The cleaner, sweating and exhausting himself every day, is paid far less than the accountant sitting behind a desk. Why? Because the market perceives the value of what the cleaner does to be far less than that of the accountant. As harsh as it sounds, the cleaner can be replaced by almost anyone. It is not difficult to learn how to do that job, and therefore the market will not pay him more than the accountant. The guy who spent years studying numbers. The guy who has saved his clients thousands on their taxes. But even so, we just talked about how getting a job is not the right equation for building a great amount of wealth in a shorter period of time. So how can we increase our perceived value? What is it about people like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos that makes their perceived value so extraordinarily high? The first step to this equation of wealth is quite simple. If you want money, solve problems. If you take a moment to really digest that statement, you will realize that nearly all money flows from this basic premise. If something solves a problem, money will be thrown at it. If it solves a $1 million problem, the solution will make you millions. If it solves a $1 billion problem, the solution will make you billions. Think about all the problems that a site like Amazon solves. The hassle of going to a physical store, the frustration of waiting weeks for a delivery, cheaper prices, more convenience. Not to mention all the other companies that Amazon owns and the problems those companies solve. Jeff Bezos helped solve a $1 billion problem and was rewarded favorably for doing so. If you have been chasing money, you have been doing it all wrong. It sounds almost paradoxical, but if you want money, it is not money you should be looking for. You should be looking for problems. And, more importantly, solutions to those problems. And once you have found that solution, build a business around it. Wait. So that is it. Just solve problems and money appears. So I have to create the next Amazon to be rich. Or the next Facebook. Or Google. You have got to be kidding me. I do not even know how to code. I do not have the money to start something at that scale. Hold on. You are falling back into old patterns of thinking. Start with a problem. Always start with a problem. Listen to the market around you. What are people saying they do not like? What are people saying they wish existed? What are people saying frustrates them? What do people think is incredibly inconvenient? Is that a problem you can solve? And is it a problem worth solving? Follow this channel if you want more content like this. We talk about money, business, and building real freedom. Hit that follow button right now. The final step of this equation to wealth is finding a scalable solution to the problem. Your solution needs to reach a large number of people. Starting a small local restaurant. That is not scalable. You are constrained to the local area and the footfall of that location. But a franchise. Now that is more scalable. Is your solution a piece of software? Then, once that software is built, you can scale it infinitely online. You do not need to worry about production costs or shipping because it is all done virtually. Good luck finding that kind of infinite scale with a job. But be careful. Does your solution require your time to generate money? Let us say you were a yoga teacher charging $100 per hour. Congratulations, you only made yourself another job disguised as a business. There is only a certain number of sessions you can do in one day, and therefore your income is time-bound. But if you created an online yoga course that ran 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with lessons you only had to create once, now that is scalable. Scaling your solution is critical. Do not get lost on this point. Automation also plays an important role. Systems and processes will keep your business running like a smooth machine if implemented correctly. If there is something in your business that you can outsource to someone else or hire an employee to handle, and it financially makes sense to do so, then do it. Trying to do everything yourself is a mistake. As much as you may believe you are the best at everything, there is someone out there who can do a better job than you at certain things. Once you have found your solution, your job is to make sure that solution can be accessed by everyone in your market. It is not about your ego. It is not about what you are passionate about. The market does not care about your passions. So now that you have your profitable business running with the right systems and processes in place, it is time to move on and reap what you sow. There are two likely paths you will face at this point. You either continue running your business or you cash in and sell it. This is the acquisition. The moment someone buys the solution you spent years building a business around. This is Instagram being acquired by Facebook for $1 billion. This is PayPal being sold to eBay for $1.5 billion, of which $165 million went straight into Elon Musk's pocket. And the countless other liquidation events that happen across the world every year. This is where all the effort you put into building your company comes to fruition. And if you choose to continue running your business, there are plenty of reasons for that too. Maybe you love the company you built and want to stick with your creation. Maybe you believe you can add more value to it and sell it further down the line for even more than it is worth today. Perhaps the business runs mostly on autopilot, so you do not have to do much to keep the wheels turning. Or maybe it is a combination of all three. Either way, you did it. You solved a problem the market wanted solved, and you were rewarded favorably for doing so. And so now I ask you, what was it all for anyway? For most of you, it was never really about the money. Money is just a piece of paper, a number on a screen. Its value is only backed by our collective belief in it. From the very start, this was never about the money. Paying off the mortgage, buying your dream car, traveling around the world, never having to worry about your financial situation. It is the freedom you were looking for. Your destination was never anything purely monetary. It was a feeling, a sensation, the ability to do what you want, whenever you want, without ever having to think about whether you can afford it, without having to wonder how many vacation days you have left, without stressing about how you will pay the rent, without worrying about whether your pension will be enough, without having to sacrifice dreams because you cannot afford to pursue them. The most important lesson from this video was never really about the nature of money. It was about the one valuable resource that we all share, the one resource we will never be able to reclaim: time. Is giving up a large chunk of your time to a job you probably do not like really worth it? Is your life really meant to be working, coming home, watching something on the couch, going to sleep, waking up, and repeating the same cycle until retirement. How many more hours of your life do you let slip away because of this pattern? Or perhaps you are fine with that reality. Perhaps you have no other choice but to follow that path for now. And if that is the case, there is nothing to worry about. The most you got from this video was a little fresh perspective. But there are those of you who understand the other side. Those of you who have the desire to never need to worry about money again. And so I feel the need to remind you, stop chasing money, chase problems, and find solutions to those problems. This is the equation through which all money is found. If you desire freedom through never needing to worry about money again, then let solving problems be the meaningful struggle in your life. Does it mean you will be happy at the end of the road? Does it mean you will feel fulfilled? Only you can answer that question. But if your struggle is meaningful, then perhaps it is worth pursuing. And there is your equation to wealth. My name is John Austin. I am an economist. And of course, I left out a lot of detail in this video. The topics of business, money, and entrepreneurship are far too vast to cover in a single video. But if you do want to get started on this journey, I recommend you dive deep into the work of MJ DeMarco, who heavily inspired the ideas behind this video. It is also important to come back to an original point I made at the start. Most people will not succeed, for various reasons. But the most important part is failing fast and moving on to the next thing. And if you are out there doing something that is not strictly a business, but you want to make money from it, ask yourself this question: what problems am I solving? That question alone could lead you to find ways of better monetizing whatever it is you are doing. That includes a regular job and a career. If you can solve more problems and find more solutions at your place of employment, you have something you can use to leverage a higher salary. But I will end on the same message I have repeated throughout this video. Stop chasing money and start chasing solutions to problems. Hey, you made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching. Now, before you go, leave a comment and tell me, what problem do you think the world urgently needs solved right now? I am genuinely curious to read your answer. These videos take many sleepless nights to research, write, and put together. So you cannot imagine how much I truly appreciate your support. If you genuinely enjoyed this, do not be shy. Hit the like button. And if you disliked it, hit the dislike button twice, just to be sure. My goal with this channel has been to create entertaining documentary-style videos on business, finance, and life in general. If that sounds like something you want more of, hit the follow button and make sure your notifications are turned on. That being said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.